Mason. Great to see you. Did you get that job you were talking about?
Isabella, good to see you again too. I certainly did, and the work is really interesting.
That's fantastic. So what sort of work are you doing?
I've been designing solutions that use blockchain technology.
Is that like Bitcoin? Because I'm thinking about getting some, but it seems too complicated.
Bitcoin is one of the many solutions that depend on the ideas used in blockchains. It's not so complicated if you get the pieces in the right order. I think it's an amazing technology, and it will change many businesses eventually. What don't you understand?
I don't know why people trust it. What if the creators just take all my coins from me or change their value? I don't even know who's behind it.
I understand why you might be worried, but you don't need to be concerned about those things. And this is because Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are built on top of blockchain technology. So let's take a look at what blockchain is first.
Okay, but take it easy on me. I am new to this.
Blockchain is a combination of two things. It is a file that is the same on many computers, and it is a software that writes to and verifies that file on many computers. There is no central file or organization that updates it. Instead, the network of computers that all have a copy of the file compare it with each other to be sure that it is accurate.
And what's written in the file?
That depends on how the blockchain is being used, but the file is always like a book that contains lots of pages, and, in the case of Bitcoin, each page is a collection of Bitcoin transactions and a stamp to verify they are correct.
So the file is like a book, like an accounting ledger, and the pages are just details about the accounts? But everyone has a copy of the same book, and they are certain that every copy is the same? That is much simpler than I thought it would be.
Yes, it's that simple. The book is called the blockchain. Each page in the book is called a block. The stamp that verifies it is called a hash, and everyone holding a copy of it is called a peer. But this ledger is special because you can't tear out pages or change what has been written. This ledger will only hold valid information that matches the same ledger on the majority of computers.
So nobody can cheat? But haven't people had Bitcoin stolen from them?
That's right. Nobody can cheat. And it is true, people have indeed had Bitcoin stolen from them, but never by writing a false transaction in the ledger or by changing what has already been written. People have lost Bitcoin by having their passwords or keys stolen or by never truly owning their keys in the first place.
Like someone stealing money from your bank account by stealing your security number? So it is like just as secure as a bank account?
More secure. If you want to move money from one account to another in a bank, you only need to hack one system, change the right numbers, and the money is yours. But to hack a blockchain, you need to hack more than 51% of the computers supporting it, all at once. And these computers are running different programs on different operating systems.
So different programs can all write the blockchain? What if one of those programs is hacked? How can all the different programs be trusted?
That is the beauty of blockchain technology. It doesn't trust the programs. It trusts the mathematics that proves all the calculations made to write a new page are correct, and each computer only approves a page if all the calculations are correct.
So nobody is in charge of a blockchain?
Nobody. There are often groups who work together to find ways to improve their blockchain. But once they have a solution, they need to convince most of the people using it to update their software to the new version. If a majority of people don't update, then the old version just continues. But there are some blockchains that are created by a company, and only staff using staff computers have permission to support it. Then the company can update all the computers at once and change the rules of the blockchain.
So these blockchains that are by permission only could be hacked by hacking the computer that sends out the single software update to all of them.
That's right. They're called permissioned blockchains. Companies create them because they want more control over them or need privacy, but this reduces their security.
So normal blockchains are not private?
That's right. Anyone can look at the entire history of everything that's happened on a blockchain. This is one of the things that generates trust. Do you ever donate to charities?
Sometimes. Why?
How do you know they spend your money where they say they do?
I don't really. There's some charities that I don't trust at all and would never donate to, like...
Now, no mentioning names. We don't want a lawsuit. But I'm the same. I don't trust some charities at all. But imagine this, a charity that recorded all of their transactions on a blockchain, and everything they spent went to an account that had a business name which you could check. You'd know all of the money went to building, painting, plumbing, the school, or paying the teachers.
Wow, I'd really trust that charity. I'd be able to see for myself that they didn't keep my donation for their own private use. But then, if it's so easy to see, why do people say criminals use it?
Because nobody has to declare who they are to use it. On the blockchain, we use the name address to mean account, so everyone can see what address received and paid money. But these addresses don't have names on them, just their number.
But if somebody leaked that information, then everyone would always be able to see that address was theirs, and they'd never be able to hide it? That's not very anonymous.
Exactly. That's why it's called pseudonymous. And because the bank accounts that are used to buy and sell Bitcoin do have names on them, some of the addresses on blockchains already have names associated with them. Others are for named businesses that publish their address for payments.
Wow, I thought blockchain was just for money. Now I know it can do so much more than that. Blockchain is more than just secure. You can trust what it is, instead of having to trust who is running it. I can see why you think it will change many things.
Q&A section. Question 1. Where is the true and trusted blockchain stored? A. On a secure server maintained by the blockchain owner. B. On every computer running the right blockchain software. C. On cloud services that are provided by the creators. D. It depends on how big the blockchain is.
The answer is B. That's the only answer where the computers are truly distributed, isn't it?
Correct, and you are right that the computers which support a blockchain must be distributed. Question 2. How can a blockchain get hacked? A. By hacking the server where the file is stored. B. By tricking more than half of the supporters. C. By sending the new block to the wrong address. D. By writing an incorrect block, but using a correct hash.
I think it has to be B.
Right again. Tricking more than half of the supporters is called a 51% attack. Question 3. Why are transactions on the blockchain considered pseudonymous? A. Because nobody knows who the parties making the transactions are. B. Because the permanent public record makes anonymity harder to keep. C. Because nobody is in charge of the blockchain. D. Because blockchains are used to make illegal transactions.
Oh, this is hard. Every answer is true, but only answer B actually causes it to be pseudonymous.
You're doing very well, Isabella. B is correct. Even leaked information about related transactions might be used to link an identity to a blockchain address. Question 4. How do blockchains create trust between participants? A. By sharing all the information publicly. B. By verifying transactions are correct using mathematics. C. By connecting blocks in a way that prevents corruption and deletion. D. All of the above.
These answers are all true, and I'm sure they answer the question, too. I'm going with D, all of the above.
Correct again. If any one of these qualities were missing, people would not be as willing to trust blockchain to keep their data accurate.